This is a genuine question that I would love to hear. Can you name me a widely known black activist who actually challenges black people to do better for themselves? This is a serious question. I complain about this a lot. I say that, activists don't do this, but I'm genuinely asking anybody who's watching this video to name some. Now, one person I can think of that does challenge black people is Dr. Boyce Watkins. He challenges black people a lot, but he because he believes in black people. Now, he believes in systemic racism and that sort of thing, so he'll talk about it, but he'll actually challenge black people as well. He's the only person I can think of that's a known, and he's not really an activist, he's a businessman who shares his knowledge. When I think of activists, I'm talking about Shaun King, Kaepernick, who else is out there? Cornel West. Like, do you ever hear these people publicly challenge blacks? The crazy thing is that when I challenge blacks, or if I see another black person who challenges blacks, black people say, stop doing that. You're not supposed to do that in public. You're not supposed to air our dirt, our laundry in public. But then they also basically say, like, well, stop. We're trying to get stuff. You know what I mean? We're trying to get stuff. We're trying to get people to give us stuff. And it's like, listen. If you care about people, you have to challenge them. You cannot sit here and say that you care about black people if you don't challenge them. You cannot sit here and say that you believe in black people if you don't challenge them. How can you say you believe that someone's powerful, that you believe that they're mighty, but you never challenge them? If you have a son that you believe this son could be a great NBA player, but, you see him like he's playing soft and he's not really doing that well, and if you really believe that he has the potential to be a great NBA player, you're going to say, what are you doing? You're 1 for 6. You got 2 points. You got 1 rebound and 8 fouls. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to say, no, you have to do better. You can do better, but get your act together. Now, when it comes to black people, when you look at Black Lives Matter, when you look at the NAACP, do they ever challenge black people to do better? This is what I'm talking about. The people that claim to be activists do not believe in black people. They do not believe that black people inherently have any power other than to ask for stuff. The perfect example of this was either last year or the year before when Black Lives Matter released I would say a woman from Black Lives Matter released a list of demands for white people. And almost every one of those demands involved white people giving black people stuff. It wasn't even like opportunities, like, oh, we're being denied opportunities, so we need to change this law so that we can have opportunities. Sure, in other times they may say that, but when you talk about their 10 list of demands, it was, if you have a home and you don't have children, leave it to a person of color. If you have extra money, leave it to a person of color. What are you telling the children? You're telling black people that you don't think that they can be successful without white people giving them stuff. So you don't believe in black power. You believe in black weakness. You know who else believes in black weakness? White supremacists. Actually, I would argue that white supremacists don't believe in black weakness, but that's a topic for another video. Every time I see a person who's supposed to be speaking out in the name of black people, all I hear is victimhood. I don't hear, hey, I'm a victim, but I'm overcoming this victimhood. You're attacking me, but I'm going to keep coming. You cannot keep me down. I don't hear that. I hear, this hurt my feelings when this white man said this, and people making up fake stories and people fake crying, and woe is me because I'm black. That's what I hear. And I don't want nobody representing me who's like that. That's not power. And if all of your solutions to your problems involve someone else doing something to make your life better or to make your community better, that literally means you're powerless. I don't understand how liberals don't understand this. It literally means that you are powerless. It doesn't matter how proud you feel to be in your skin. If you can't change your circumstances, if you can't change your situation, if you can't change your income, but you're completely dependent on someone outside of yourself, that literally means you're powerless. So for Black Lives Matter to make a list of demands, and it's always give me, give me, give me. It's not even like, let us be and we'll prosper. Stop doing this and we will excel on our own. It's give us, give us, give us, give us. So who is the advocate? Who's the activist who's accepted by the mainstream? Right? Because there's a lot of woke people out there. Give me somebody that liberals point to as a leader who actually challenges black people. I'll be surprised if you can name more than one. It's just because that's not what they do. They don't believe in challenging black people because they don't think black people can do anything. But when I point this out, when conservatives treat blacks, hold blacks to the same expectations as whites, y'all say it's racist. It's not racist. It's actually showing faith in black people because we're saying you can do it. The problem is within yourself. Now, if the problem is within yourself, then the solution is within yourself. If the solution is within yourself, then you have the power to be greater than what you are. This is such common sense. I don't even know what else to say. But you don't hear that. People literally actively fight against that idea. They fight to have the image of the victim. And they wonder why nothing happens. Listen, that's toxic. That's self-destructive mentality. That's a self-destructive mentality. You cannot get ahead anywhere doing that. Do you realize that when people do that, they're completely putting you at the mercy of the white man or the government? However way you want to look at it. Those of you who follow the systemic racism narrative, you're forever telling blacks to have a mentality that the only way they can do better is if the white man softens up or the government backs off. Like, what happened to you can't hold me down? Like, I hear people have that attitude with each other. You can't hold me down and I'm still going to shine and all of that. But when it comes to white people, y'all have this thing of, oh, I can't. They're too big. They're too powerful. You're weak. Your mentality is the problem. It's not white people. It's not the government. It's your mentality. Because if you change your mentality, your life will start to change. If you start taking ownership of the situations that you're in, you will start to see a difference. You'll start to see different results. That doesn't mean your life's going to be perfect, but things are going to get better for you. And if you constantly have people telling you that you are too weak to overcome, then who's the leader? Who's leading? Who's encouraging? Who's building up? Like, challenging somebody is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Challenging somebody is actually kind of showing, it's showing faith in them. If you're sincere. But somebody in the comments, please tell me, who is a black activist who's known, who is willing to challenge black people? I don't mean all the time. I don't mean you only challenge them and you never say nothing against, white people because y'all, if you're a black activist and you have that identity thing going, then yeah, you're going to be challenging what you believe to be racism. Fine. Okay, fine. Let's go with that. But where is this person at? Send me a link to some of those videos. I'm waiting.